When you hear that name, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Go on, be honest. For most of us, it's a very specific image, isn't it? A tiny, perpetually furious man, stuffed into a too-tight uniform, one hand tucked into his waistcoat, and a ridiculously oversized hat perched on his head. He's the original short king, the poster boy for what we literally call the Napoleon complex. That idea that shorter men are inherently more aggressive to make up for their lack of height. He's a caricature, a meme that's been passed down for over 2 centuries. We see him in movies, in cartoons, in jokes. This image is so ingrained in our culture that we just accept it as fact. But what if I told you that image, that entire foundation of what you think you know about one of history's most influential figures, is a complete and utter lie? Think again. Because today, we're not just going to challenge that stereotype, we are going to obliterate it. The truth is, the popular image of Napoleon is one of the most successful propaganda campaigns in history. That short, angry guy? That was a character invented by his mortal enemies, the British. Their newspapers and cartoonists had a field day, drawing him as a comically small tyrant, a petulant child stomping his feet on the world stage. They did it to diminish his power, to make this continental conqueror seem less threatening. And it worked. It worked so well that we're still falling for it today. The reality? Napoleon was around 5 feet 6 or 5 feet 7 inches tall. That was actually average, or even slightly above average, height for a Frenchman in the early 19th century. The whole myth comes from a simple misunderstanding between the Old French inch and the British inch. But the lie was more entertaining than the truth, so it stuck. But his height is just the tip of the iceberg. It's a tiny crack in a massive facade. The real Napoleon Bonaparte was infinitely more complex, more brilliant, more ruthless, and frankly, far weirder than you could ever imagine. This wasn't just a general, he was a whirlwind of contradictions. A man who championed the ideals of the French Revolution while crowning himself emperor. A logistical genius who could orchestrate the movement of hundreds of thousands of soldiers across Europe, but who was also a hopeless romantic who wrote cheesy love letters. A reformer whose legal code still influences laws around the world, and a man with some truly bizarre personal habits and fears. Today we're going to peel back the layers of myth and propaganda and introduce you to the man you've never met. We're going to blow your mind and destroy everything you thought you knew about one of the most famous and misunderstood leaders in all of human history. Now, we didn't just get this information from a quick Wikipedia search. Oh no. We went deep. We've spent the last several weeks on a historical deep dive, a full-blown investigation. We've been hunched over dusty tomes, scrolling through miles of digital archives, and deciphering the spidery handwriting in his personal letters and diaries. We've cross-referenced military reports, pored over the memoirs of his friends and his enemies, and hunted down obscure academic papers that are locked away in university databases. We've sifted through the noise, the propaganda, and the outright lies to find the verified, documented, and utterly astonishing truths. We've been on a mission to find the stories that history class left out, the details that are too strange for the textbooks. And the things we found, honestly, they are stranger than any fiction. I promise you, as we go through this list, there will be moments where you'll pause the video and say, "No way, there is no way that actually happened." You'll think we're making it up for clicks. But I'm giving you my word right now. Every single fact we're about to share is backed by historical sources. Every story is a documented piece of this man's incredible life. We've done the homework, we've checked the receipts, and the truth is just that wild. So we've compiled our findings into the ultimate countdown. We're not just giving you a random list of trivia. We have curated the 10 most mind-altering, perspective-shifting facts about Napoleon Bonaparte. These aren't just fun tidbits. These are revelations that will fundamentally change the way you see him, his era, and his impact on the world. Each fact builds on the last, painting a progressively more bizarre and fascinating portrait of the man behind the myth. By the time we get to number 1, you will be left completely speechless, guaranteed. For example, did you know that before he was conquering nations, Napoleon was trying to conquer the literary world? We're going to look at his secret life as a writer, including a steamy romance novella he penned as a young man. It's something else. And yes, We're going to tell you the full, insane story of the time the great military commander, the man who faced down the combined armies of Europe, was forced into a humiliating retreat by a fluffy horde of bunnies. Yes, bunnies. You heard that right, an actual army of rabbits. We'll also uncover his bizarre, crippling fear of something you probably see every day. And we'll explore how a decision he made to feed his army led directly to a multi-billion-dollar industry that's sitting in your pantry right now. It's a journey that goes to some unexpected places. So get ready. This is going to be an absolute roller coaster of historical weirdness. We'll be jumping from the blood-soaked battlefields of Austerlitz to the gilded halls of Parisian palaces, from the intimate pages of his private diary to the vast frozen plains of the Russian campaign. It's a story of epic ambition, stunning genius, cringy romance, and moments of such pure, unadulterated strangeness that they have to be true. You will laugh, you will gasp, and you will definitely learn something that you won't find in any standard history lesson. Trust me, you won't want to miss a single second of this journey. So go ahead and grab your popcorn, maybe a drink, and settle in. Find a comfy spot on the couch because you're about to go down a historical rabbit hole. Pun absolutely intended. Get ready to have your perception of history completely rewired. And hey, if you're watching this with headphones, turn up the volume. The sound design is epic. Also, we've packed this video with names, dates, and locations, so we highly recommend turning on the subtitles for the best experience. It'll help you keep track of all the madness. And one more thing, because we truly appreciate every single one of you watching, we've saved the best for last. You absolutely have to stick around until the very end of the video. After we count down our 10 facts, we have a special segment, a final mind-blowing revelation that we're calling the Napoleonic Echo. We are going to reveal a direct, undeniable, and frankly shocking connection between a decision Napoleon made over 200 years ago and something you almost certainly have in your pocket or on your desk right now. It's not just a fun fact. It's a genuine historical thread that ties his world directly to yours in a way you would never ever expect. It's the kind of thing that makes you see the modern world differently. It is going to be epic, and it's our thank you for sticking with us. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want more mind-blowing history, make sure to subscribe to Dream Intel and join our community. See you in the next adventure.